Hey, this is Mike McCready, co-founder and CEO of Music X-Ray, and this is episode 35 of the Hookblast podcast. This is the 10-minute podcast where we discover catchy songs, you add the ones you love to your own streaming playlists, you rock out all week, and the next week we repeat. Music discovery can be tedious when you have to sit through entire songs that don't immediately grab you to finally discover the one song that really moves you. That's why this show is a fast-paced walkthrough of the hooks, the catchy parts, of a few new songs by emerging and established artists. If by the end of this show, there's one or two of them that you want to hear again, then our podcast listener relationship is a success. To find the songs you hear here, visit hookblast.com, and there you will find our playlists on Spotify, Apple Music, and on SoundCloud. Okay, let's jump into today's hooks. First up is a song called Intro by McGowan.
Yo, all hell, Mars the ruler is back like I ain't never left. The ill is coming out of my town, no need to second guess. You can tell I've been through some stress, how my denim's distressed. But memories are the realest stories, man, I must confess. Cause nothing stands in front of my way, unless I want it there. I was always told I only listen when I wanna hear you, damn right. Tires and ribs, the only thing we spit. And I grew the only child, brother, I ain't never shit. All I did was come up with metaphors and some similes. Merge lyrics with rhythms, creating this with chemistry. Recycling my moments in life, jogging my memory, and put my sound with big band beats, conducting symphonies. Imagine when I walk through finesse and
That's McGowan. Mars is spelled with the capital letters M-A-R-S, separated by periods, and stands for Modern Day Autocratic Rock Star. You can find him on Instagram and Facebook. He's releasing a project this month called Rap as a Sport. Now, my team and I use Music X-Ray to identify high-potential songs and talent using a combination of music analysis software, machine learning, and the crowdsourcing of industry professionals and fans. So the songs you hear here aren't what you hear on the charts. Independent musicians, songwriters, bands, producers, and other music creators upload dozens of hours of new content every minute to sites like YouTube and SoundCloud. Most of it isn't either very good or isn't produced for mass consumption or it isn't professionally polished. And what we do is we find the needles in the haystack. At Music X-Ray, we do that for much of the music industry at large, and on this podcast, we do it for you if you're into the genres we feature. Next up, this is Toxic Air by Alex Arena.
Give me something to go for. All you do is take and ask for more. Why did I risk it all for you? Hanging on a rope while you knew all the things that make me mad. But all you wanna do is make me bad. Go insane and lose my mind. You're playing victim from behind. Nothing will change this whole lie. It's a game keeping pleasure and fame from my body and name. I'm slipping on ice, taking in toxic air when I'm with you, cause you never really cared. Oh, I'm slipping on ice, taking in toxic air when I'm with you, cause you never really cared. Oh.
Alex Arena released her music through DistroKid, and it's available on the streaming platforms, and of course on our Season 3 playlist that you can find at hookblast.com, or there's a link in the show notes. On the heels of Toxic Air, we're going to listen to a few bars of this song called Love by Parlor Social.
It's the newness of the sun, when the day has just begun, in the innocence of life. I wanna take this journey twice. There ain't no one else in this world with whom I would rise, cause I wanna spend my life with you. So you're so love, so beautiful, so wonderful,
That's Parlor Social. And on the heels of that comes Love You Like Dynamite by Alice Olsen. Now, Alice began her songwriting career as a composer of music for music teachers to use with elementary-age children in schools. Her publishing company, Alice Owen Publishing, published 35 books of songs.
I'm gonna love you like dynamite. We'll be rocking all through the night, so you better hang on real tight. I'm gonna love you like dynamite, like dynamite, dynamite. Loving you is all I wanna do. Day and night, it always feels so right. You and me, that's how we're meant to be. Can't you see? Can't you see? I'm gonna love you like dynamite. We'll be rocking all through the night, so you better hang on real tight. I'm gonna love you like dynamite.
All right, that song is a demo, meaning the song is available to be recorded and released by someone else, and you won't find it out there on the streaming services, at least right now. Speaking of which, if you know someone who you think should submit a song for consideration on this podcast, there's a link in the show notes where you can do that, or again, just visit hookblast.com and you'll find the links there to do that too. Artist Miss Storm comes to us with this song called Gunz N' Roses.
No, you will never, no, you never ever gonna change. Better get out of my face. All the laws I'm about to break. My guns are blazing. The casket's closed. Love that came and gone. So here's a road. I got guns and roses. My heart is cold. Love don't live here no more. And now you know I got guns and roses.
All right, that's all the time we have for today's episode 35 of the Hookblast podcast. All songs are cleared for use on the podcast from the rights holders, and boy, is that getting to be a lot of paperwork. Please share this episode with someone you know who can use a good tune in their life. In fact, who can't, hit that share button. And before I sign off, I want to leave you with this song called Feeling Ways by The New Society. And I'll see you back here next week with a fresh batch of new hooks. I'll catch you then. Bye-bye.
I love it how you arch your back, bedroom face down. Lately been something like Pac, I get around. Shoot movies on the West Coast, I'm smoked out. Got a baddie rolling blunts, her eyes low now. Couple G's cash, got it locked in a safe house. Nigga been working, so I been getting paid now. Putting out these tracks, man, I need me a raise now. I'ma spit the facts, all these niggas is fake now. I been feeling ways. Me on my place, late night sipping Hennessy. See you all alone, you got me in a daze. Get you in the zone and we just drift away.